I'll be foolish if I don't check. Talk to her as we go back past. There's nothing there, is there? No little globes? No. Zoom out again. There, that's better. We can get going faster. Any more information?
The waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards. Simmer down, bastards.
She's talking about the waves. Why does she care about the waves so much? What is it with you and those waves? What is it with waves and fishermen? She tilts her head and looks at the sea. We need to be out there, with them, fishing, making a living. So I ask them to accommodate me. But until that happens, I can try and assist you with the best I can, she adds with a smile. So what will it be, officer? That's my motor carriage in the sea, by the way. Point to the sunken vehicle. Oh. She looks at the point direction. That's good to know, I guess. Why is it in the sea? An official investigation has been launched by me to determine just that, madam. I wasn't feeling it. Wasn't feeling it, she repeats thoughtfully. That calls for a funeral, if you ask me. Are you suggesting we honour the carcass of my former motor carriage? Aye. Feels deserved, don't you think? Falling in the line of duty like that and all. What an odd thought. Maybe I should. Why odd? Our things are a part of our life world. They're made with human sweat and they share human history. We should care about them as we care about humans, to some extent at least. Life world? Someone's been reading up on last century Gottwaldian philosophers. Play it cool now. Alright, I'm in, but organising a funeral takes a lot of time and effort, doesn't it? Oh yeah, she says with a chuckle. You won't even be able to get it out of the water before early June, and where are you going to bury it? Who to invite? What music to play at the wake? Take it from someone who's been through a few funerals. It's easiest to just leave them there and let nature take care of it. That's all we have time for right now. Anyway, Lieutenant looks at you sympathetically. Come back here in June and see how you feel about it then. It's not like it's going anywhere. It's a pity we don't get to do more frivolous side activities like rejuvenate the doomed commercial area. Lieutenant looks at you almost gently. Yes, that is a pity, but for now let's focus on the things we do get to do, like the murder investigation, for one. I'm looking for someone else here, actually. Oh, who? No one, apparently. Oh, I need to explore the coast. I'm not even going to try that. I need to ask her on a date as well. Let's see. Where am I going? So I've left the village. There's... Well, let's see what's over here. Instead of going over the island, let's go across this way and see if it leads to anything. Oh, I have to check some traps as well for that damned insect dude, don't I? Can I get over here? I don't think I can. I think this is all a... Yeah, it looks like it's all a... Whoa, whoa, over here, over here. The reeds. Is there a trap? The water runs from the west. The source is upstream. A broken pipe? You mean over there? Interesting. Is this, like, relevant? Have I not... I don't know if this is new or not. Oh, this is one of them traps, isn't it? There's a trap in the reeds at your feet. It looks like the same one you saw Morals set before. Same mesh, same wiring. Look around. Behind you, the ruins of a residential building loom over the reeds. They whisper among themselves confidentially. Snowflakes cling to their shivering stems. Reach for the trap. Locusts are crawling around in the trap, confused but uneaten. You see no carnivorous reed phasmid gorging on them. Big surprise, Lieutenant grins mirthlessly. Anyway, 1 down, 3 to go. No need to grin. I'm not expecting to find anything. I'm helping some citizens and getting some fresh air. I meant no offence, just... Lieutenant doesn't know how to finish the sentence. He looks at you, putting the trap back on the ground. Okay, well, we checked it. We came here and we checked that trap. We have been in there, haven't we? We can't go down there. And I think we checked this building. Wait, oh no. Just make sure. This isn't the boardwalk area, is it? That I'm looking for traces of bullets. I guess not. I tell you what, I'll be glad when I finish this game. I'm enjoying it. I want to see where the investigation of the story goes, but it's a lot of narration. More reeds, no traps. It's kind of suggested I was looking for a... Oh, there's a trap. There's 3 traps, but we only want to check that one, right? This is the trap Morel just set. Checking it over, he said it's just a technicality, but look around. The reeds by the abandoned campsite sway and tremble while the snow falls all around. The later it gets, the colder. Remnants of the camp can still be seen in the sand. Fire that's gone out. You feel strange somehow. Reach for the trap. The trap is also full of panicked locusts. No sign of any cryptozoological beast inside. Another empty trap. Lieutenant takes note. More out of habit than duty. How are you enjoying the cardio, Lieutenant? I'm quite enjoying it myself. Always up for a good jog, otherwise would I still be on this case with you? He smiles and raises his collar. It's windy. I think he's enjoying himself. We are doing something completely pointless here. But we have a day to kill, and not much else to really fit in with it. Can I get over here somehow? Ah, we're up. Excellent. So, let's not talk to those... know-it-all again. Is there anything... Did I come up here before? There is some stuff to explore here, look. Come back to that in a moment. Let's just check this bit out. And down here. Yes, there's stuff to see. Right, let's take a look. What have we got? Click on it then. Someone must have worked hard to smash this plastic dome. We've got a telephone. A metal payphone under a yellow plastic dome. You could use it to call someone unless you're out of change. Pick up the handset. You hear the tone. The machine is operable. Put 10 cents in and dial a random number. Okay. Calling. This feels wrong. Should you be doing this? End of tone. Someone picks up. Pierre? Pierre, is that you? The voice is female and sounds about 100 years old. No, this is not Pierre. Do you have any news about Pierre? Yes, Pierre is dead. I can't do that. Who is Pierre? He's my sister's grandson. He used to visit me as a lad. Fine young man. I think we've got someone with dementia here. But who are you then? A salesman of some sort? Modern goods are rubbish and I can't afford them anyhow. It's a shame what you did to our country. The woman moans and the phone lines howl in unison with her. No, I'm a police officer. To hell with the police. To hell with you. Her voice is drowned in white noise. Sounds like waves washing a beach, growing in volume until the call suddenly disconnects. You get a sinking feeling. It makes you look as if Lieutenant Kitsuragi overheard you. To your relief, he did not. Don't think I want to do much more of that. Unless there's some point to it later on. Is this another one? A dead phone, smashed receiver, like someone hung up too hard. It could have been me. So we are going around this bit. Okay, let's go and check out this area up here. Because it looks like a dead end up there. Railing. Someone has left an unidentifiable article of clothing on this railing. It smells really bad. Take a closer look. It's streaked with dried seagull shit and tangled with pieces of seaweed. A dangling arm suggests that there might be a jacket beneath the crust of filth. It seems likely that it was left in the surf until someone laid it out on this beach to dry out. Unfortunately, that just seems to have stiffened it into a shapeless mass. Please tell me you're not taking that with you. It might be a clue. A clue? You think our suspect is a seagull who's been defecating on unsuspecting jackets? It could have been multiple seagulls. Lieutenant sighs. A poet could write a dozen verses and still not begin to capture the profound vexation in that sigh. You should still take it. It is... Take it. Okay, we've got something important, actually. Interact. As you hold it in your hands, it makes an uncomfortable crunching sound. How did this jacket get so disgusting? It's a sordid and filthy tale, not for the weak. Are you sure you can stomach it? Some secrets are better left uncovered. Don't even try. Seriously. Think about it. It occurs to you that you're not even holding the jacket itself, but rather the thick crust of jetsam and seagull shit that ensconces it. It smells like a dead sea creature, tangled in grey strands of seaweed. It must have spent quite some time in the water before the tide deposited ashore. Gross. Why did you think about it? Look at your hands, they're covered in muck. Maybe if I wipe my hands on my pants. Flick your hands going, ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh. Now you're just flicking that shit everywhere. This is a disaster. You'll never get that smell out. Oh. Can I interact with it again? Let's put the jacket away. Okay. Why am I carrying a shit-encrusted jacket? We don't know. Take the cash. Is this... Oh, this looks like it leads on and on and on. Take the cash. What's this? A makeshift roof. Vagrants have tried to make this boardwalk habitable. That tarp will keep out neither rain, nor snow, nor wind. What's this, though? A postcard. Excellent. Coin-operated weighing machine. Hasn't been used for a decade. Can I use it now? Vagrants have painted the tarp red. Water drips from it. Oh, nice. Mega binos, prescription lenses, +2 encyclopedia, -1 perception. I don't like losing out perception when I'm just sort of milling around. Is there no sort of bullet clues? I'm sure I was supposed to come over here. What's this? A big wine canister. It's open and empty. Moonshine, probably. Smells like tasty fermentation. Oh, why did it quick say? Oh, okay. The smell. That's all. It's awful and familiar. Oh, what is it? Don't you recognise it? That hideous pungency, that faintly cloying sweetness. Only death smells like that. Something cold wakes in the pit of your stomach. Fear. It is death. It must be. Heads up, Lieutenant. Something's not right here. Lieutenant has already brought a handkerchief to his nose. The smell of death. Careful there. These floorboards look rotten and weak. Thank you. Let's move away from them then. Is this the smell of death? Trash can. There's some tare, an empty cigarette package, and a crumbled kebab wrapper in the trash bin. Examine the tare. 2 empty bottles of Tallulah vodka and a can of black potent porter is all you can find. No, there's more in there. Livis strawberry liquor, plus some Pilsner bottles too. Better not pick them up. They seem unhygienic. A tragedy. Lieutenant looks in the can. Eyes watering from the smell. Cigarette? Whoever tossed in here was a heavy smoker. The brand name reads Red Astra. Red Astra is the black market version of Astra cigarettes, known for their high tar content. And the kebab wrapper. You see traces of mayonnaise and ketchup. Ketchup? Who puts ketchup on a kebab? Chili sauce is the only thing that should be on a kebab. As well as a tomato wedge. The wrapper reads Shish Kebab Revachol. It's no older than a day or two. No mould yet. It's hard to concentrate in the smell. The sea air brings some relief. So what is the smell? Just watch this thing give way under my feet. This coin-operated viewer has been out of order for years. Stop messing with a coin-operated viewer and hold on to something. The wind is so strong. Is that... Hang on a minute. I don't think I need these equipped. Let's just drop these off. And replace it with a bag. Can I check the bin again? It did say not to touch them, didn't it? Can I get that little... Oh, it's all in one thing, okay. Trying to pick up his bottle. A man lies on the boardwalk, his limbs bent and neck turned at an unnatural angle. Oh, he's dead. I thought he was asleep against it. Right next to him is an empty bottle of spirits. In his cramped hand, a chewing gum wrapper. Half of his body has slipped between the cracked boardwalk, starting with the left leg. The fall has left him broken, contorted like a sad puppet. The smell is not as bad as a 2-week-old corpse, but it's definitely heading there. Hold on. Lieutenant squats next to the corpse and examines his face. 2 bulging eyes stare back at him, void of any signs of life. Lividity is faintly pronounced. Whoever this is, he's been dead for 2 days, no longer. He stands up and shivers as a gust of wind blows through his bomber jacket. We need to investigate. Another dead body. This is your job. Steel yourself. Here we go then. Composure. Calm now. Carefully. Just another day. Just another dead body. Just leave a sec. Because... are there any clothes and stuff that would benefit us from this? Physical instrument. Conceptualization might, but I'd be missing out on... Both of those could be useful. Glasses. Logic? What am I going to lose? I don't think I need empathy from this, do I? So let's put visual calculus, encyclopedia. Well, let's go for encyclopedia on these. What else have we got? Perception on the boots versus... Oh no, composure definitely. Half light, I don't think I need those. Disco blaze, I don't think there's anything else here. Reaction speed and rhetoric versus logic. I think we've got what we want. Okay. And the necktie? Drama versus Inland Empire. That's my hunch. I think we're good. I think we're good with this. Okay, let's quick save just in case I die. Study the clothes. He's wearing mud-caked boots, beige trousers, and an old brown leather jacket with a bright blue lining. There are traces of kebab sauce on his chest. The leather jacket suits him well. It must be custom made. Search his pockets. Folded library card. You find some sunflower seeds and a rain-soaked library card folded into 2. His jacket feels sodden and heavy under your hand. Good. We should take a look at that library card after this is done. Study the surroundings. There's some dried blood on the metal bench right where the corpse's head rests. The floorboards are rotten and slippery wet around the hole. An empty bottle lies nearby. Chewing gum wrapper is clutched in his fist. I bet the wrapper has the name of his assailant on, written in blood. Examine the head. A dried chunk of blood covers the hair at the back of his head. An open wound. It's sticky and cold to your touch. This is what killed him. An open wound. I don't see any other major wounds, do you? It's hard to say. Seems like the head wound was fatal. It's exactly the shape of the bench. Step on the floorboards. They screech under your feet ominously. It's hard to say whether the dead man's weight was what caused the boardwalk to break. It definitely looks fragile. He could have easily disappeared into the sea through that hole, and you would never have found him. Examine the bottle. A 0.75 litre Tallulah vodka with its cap missing. There's hardly anything left inside. It's mid-market spirits, with a slight touch of menthol. The man meant to enjoy himself, have a good time. Tarot all around us. He looks at 2 of the bottles near the coin-operated viewer, and at your yellow plastic bag. I'd prefer if you didn't collect them this time. It's not proper. Just doing a bit of recycling, if it pays the bills, you know. Examine the chewing gum wrapper. Rabowski, spearmint chewing gum. Green leaves on the cover. The man's mouth is half agape from the terror of the fall. Look in. The blackness of death. Stench. You think you see white chewing gum too. He ate the whole pack, right? It's to cover the smell of alcohol before going home. The worst thing is, the man shudders from the cold. I've seen it before. Almost the same scenario. Even the chewing gum. It's always the same. I wonder if this is the missing husband of someone we know. Step back. The entire boardwalk creaks in the wind as you take a step backwards. Study the man. The man has fallen through a crack in the boardwalk and hit his head against the metal bench. Coagulated blood covers his black hair. One of his feet is still tangling through the hole. Tangling or dangling. You have to be quite inebriated to fall that bad. 40g of pure alcohol. 3 bottles of wine or 1.5 of spirits? Or maybe it was just dark. Possible. Street lamp? Examine his face. His expression is dull like the sea behind him, drops of water shining on his moustache. His eyes, empty and wide, look frightening in their frozen gaze. Height, 170 to 175 centimetres. Curly hair, stout build, between 50 and 60. That's what the chewing gum seems to point to as well. Who is this man? It looks like one of the locals. You'd have to know this spot to come here. You don't just walk over here. You look south, the way you came. But that's just a lazy assumption. What do you think? At least this man knew how to party. Imagine the same scene without the bottle. Now that would be just sad. What we're witnessing here is the demise of a great party beast. That leather jacket and empty vodka bottle. Mwah. The wedding ring. Kim points at the ring on the man's left hand. The flesh around it swollen and grey. But let's not try to run ahead. For now, all we know is that he's an unidentified middle-aged man found dead on the Martinez boardwalks. What do you think happened here? Death by misadventure. He slipped and fell through the boardwalk. A truly unfortunate accident. If it wouldn't have been for that bench, he'd be alive. What about the kebab? What about it? The deceased ate some kebab, he shrugs. It's probably from a nearby place, maybe in the pox. Sometimes a kebab is just a kebab. I don't know. Could someone be held responsible for this broken boardwalk? It's dangerous. They'll seal this place off after the news reach the coalition officials. I doubt that they have enough resources to actually repair the boardwalk. Not that sealing it off will keep anyone away. All it does is keep the city council's hands clean. He smiles sourly. Could it be related to the lynching? No, I don't see anything that points in that direction. For now, let's treat this case as a simple, albeit sad accident unrelated to the murder case. We had to check the boardwalk as a possible shooting location. Agreed. If this somehow converges later, why not? But keep it simple for now. And do you think he was drunk? Oh yes, Lieutenant nods. What about alcohol poisoning and liver failure? Some symptoms of acute alcohol poisoning could have definitely played a role here. Severe confusion, respiratory depression, unpredictable behaviour. But I think that death arrived through head trauma, not liver failure. Right. What should we do with him? Well, there's a ship coming in. There's something playing here. No? Hang on. What should we do with him? I must have clicked leave by accident. From where I stand, I can see two options. We either take the case and follow the leads to identify the body on our own, or we report back to the station and leave this for our colleagues to handle. Hold on, what about field autopsy? Field autopsy isn't necessary if the cause of death doesn't appear to be criminal, and this looks like a simple accident to me. I'd say we should just write down head trauma to the autopsy report and leave it at that. It would leave us at least 2 hours of unnecessary work. Yes, but isn't that kind of sloppy? Maybe, but we don't have that much time to spare or resources to spare. The guys at the processing will take care of the rest. We found him. We should finish this. Take the case. Dead body on the boardwalk. Alright. We should first examine that library card you found, then we can call the station from Iconema, let them know we're taking the case. Okay, let's do the library card. Interact. Folded library card. The library card is folded into two and still... it's folded into two and still lightly wet from the touch. The front side reads, Central Jamrock Public Library Card, issued to Billy Magine, expires July 53. So, we found Billie Jean, who was not her lover, apparently. Billy is a unisex name. Could be the deceased or his family member. Look inside. Whoever owns this card... Sorry, guys, I just need a drink again. I came prepared. Another litre of water. A litre and a bit. It's thirsty work, is this? Whoever owns this card is an avid reader. You find a list of books written in blue pencil. Radio thriller. Stand a Little Less Between Me and the Sun. The last one on the list is The Glinting Curve by M. Thibault. A library stamp indicates that the book has been returned. Ah, but we don't know if there's a library here that we can access. Most of these titles seem to be in the sci-fi genre. Some thrillers too. Look at the backside. If lost, please return the card to the library. Dial blah 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 211 or visitors at Merrow Street 78 Jamrock, business hours. So it's from Jamrock. So he's not a local then. Interesting. But we can call that number. There's a payphone just back down there. Good, he takes a note. We should give them a call from my Kanema, see if we can learn anything about Billie Jean. Good idea. There was plenty of information here to go at. Put it away. Okay, so we're done with that. We should get him to the... Well, we should... Right, conclude. We should get him to the fridge in the bookshop. That's what we should do.
Yes?
Nothing. There's nothing else to search here, right? Let's charge back along here then. So we found a corpse. That's not what we came for at all. Can I go do any of this? Is this... No, this doesn't look accessible at all. Did I not check that? Oh, it had a plastic bottle in it. And I did go up there. And oh, I didn't check that. I missed that. 2! Excellent. What a strange way this game has of making you earn your money, just picking up dirty bottles and stuff. We could ring the library from here. Well, either way, we've got plenty of time to get back, so... Do we need to have a search up here? Let's have a search up here before we go into that church. I feel like there should be something for our efforts. Oh, what the hell is this? These rusty gears used to turn the whole machine. What is it? The building before you housed the engine. Must have been a big one. Yes, but what is it? The chain trails off into the ocean to who knows where. This barrel has been recently discarded. It still smells of fuel oil. We are finding interesting stuff. Ha. Haha. Money. Oh, we got a shirt. +1 rhetoric. -1 empathy. Empathy? We don't need no stinking empathy. Oh, but I'm wearing armour, which is... I'm losing that anyway. Well. Oh my, I've got more slots in here. Good. I thought I was losing... I thought I was running out of space. That's good. Whether it's just created another row, or whether that was always there, I don't know. But it's nice. Hang on. Before I fall in the ice and die, I better save the game. There's a trap we wanted to check. Look around. The reeds shake sadly in the coastal breeze. Snow specks the stalks. Most of it melts quickly. The reeds seem to be waiting for something. The wind picks up here near the Cape's end, surrounding the narrow strip of land from 3 cardinal directions. It's cold for this time of year. Reach for the trap. Nothing but locusts in this trap as well. Definitely no cryptozoological monstrosity. Empty as all of them, he pants. 1 more of these and we're done. His face is red from the cold sea air. He crouches to catch his breath. You getting tired? No, I'm fine. I didn't mean to complain. It's just he's short-winded. The sentence ends there. There's some strange noises. What the hell is that noise? So we're now... That's the church. So we're now running around this bit. That's that engine. Okay, we can go up there and come back. So there's not like a huge amount to see. And this is all... Yeah, this is all dead-endy stuff. Good. I do like that feeling of finishing areas. Someone's made a campfire here a long time ago. In a galaxy far, far away. A rusted, broken control box for the radio relay tower. Let's just go and get my stuff. A scented scarf. -2 physical instrument. I don't... Well, I suppose that makes sense, but... Tiny inlets there, off in the far distance, where the posts trail off to. I don't know. Can't see that on there. And this ladder is too rusty to climb. The sea air has eaten away. Is there something here that would indicate a sniper used this place as a nest for taking the shot? Just some urban detritus, a bottle, and a dilapidated old comms tower. I don't see it, Lieutenant W. Freighter. I don't see a person take a shot here and hit something there. He looks east over the coast in the whirling in rags. Maybe the campfire was used by the perpetrator? To warm his hands before pulling the trigger? Perhaps. But anyone could have made this. The coast is specked with fires this time of year. He looks around. Truthfully, this seems like a very poor choice to take a 1.2 kilometre rifle shot from. Visibility is awful. There's water vapour everywhere. I think we can rule out B double prime, was it? Look over the water to the whirling in rags. There, 1.2 kilometres over the cold water of the bay. Blue from the distance in the air, you see the smallest rectangle barely visible. A glowing light on the third floor of the whirling in rags. With binoculars, you would see a young woman's shape move behind the glass, her limbs long and slender. Smoking, drinking, being happy and elated. Without you, because you're here freezing in the wind, aren't you? Doing your detective work. Maybe he climbed the comms tower. It's not possible to climb that ladder, and even if it were, why? There's no platform up there to aim from. Lieutenant looks up, raising his collar. Finish the thought. I guess that's not a possibility then. This relay tower coordinates boat traffic in the bay. Barely. There's nothing here. That's it. So I'm guessing that means we've checked this location. I mean, it didn't take a genius. What the hell was that? That just... Did you hear that? Something broke? I hope that was just a generic sound effect and wasn't the sound of the ice cracking under my feet. An old door worn by elements guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it. The door hasn't been opened in a long while. You see a handle. Impossible. Open the door. What is this thing anyway?